Restructure Nigeria or break it up. Restructure or break up Nigeria. This is Njenje Media TV. Welcome to the channel. This is where we get you and explore the news behind the headlines. We come in, we give you analysis that you do not get from any channel on YouTube. No other place than here. Subscribe to the channel so that we'll get you more updates like this. Nigeria, Restructure or Break Up by Professor Femi Olufunmilade, PhD. My submission, Professor Femi wrote, on a platform where all major ethnic groups and minorities are represented. He continues, I have done a very deep reflection on the possibilities of the Nigeria of our dream during my last vacation at an offshore seaside resort. I came to the conclusion that the dream country is unlikely in my lifetime, though I live a century more as things stand in Nigeria. Nigeria is an experiment, and it has failed to deliver any breakthroughs at all in any shape whatsoever. There is no facet of human endeavor where we are in the League of Leaders and in the League of Nations. The structure and configurations of this country is weak and very, very weak. What is happening since independence? It intense ethnic rivalry for the control of power at the center. It was at the root of the crisis that brought about the civil war. It was responsible for most of the incidences of military coups and counter coups. It was responsible for the annulment of June 12 in 1993 presidential election. The focus of Nigerian politics in Nigeria is the acquisition of power on the basis of faith, and it is our turn mentality that everyone wants to acquire power and think it is our turn to have power. It is never about issue of development. It is never about issue of caring for the people. As a result, we remain grossly underdeveloped. Actually, Njenje Media would add, Nigeria is a shame to the third world, because if there is another classification that should remove countries and put them into fourth or fifth world, that is where Nigeria should be contesting to be, because we are a shame for countries working really hard, trying to come up to be a developed nation. We remain grossly underdeveloped with all the human resources that we have. We have the best brains in Africa, all the natural resources, all the human resources, yet we are very, very underdeveloped. Professor Femi goes further to say, it is against this background that those who would want Nigeria to remain unbroken are advocating for restructuring. This means power devolution to reduce the intense struggle by each ethnic group to control power. This is in effect meant to put more power and resources at the disposal of the state or region so that they can develop at their own respective pace. However, and the big one indeed, those in power now, that is the Fulanis, who feel the existing concentration of power at the center favors them, are unwilling to allow restructuring. If you remember, Jonathan did a restructuring committee. Obasanjo did. Even Buhari under El-Rufai, the APC had a restructuring subcommittee and they all had their reports. Where are we with those reports? Meaning, the focus of politics being acquisition of power in a cutthroat manner will continue. It means development will continue to suffer. People must continue to agitate because there is very few that can go around. The question those who want a united Nigeria to continue should answer is, for how long will people endure this state of affair in underdevelopment and grinding poverty with the youth restiveness and a bleak future? How long? How long? How long? The professor queried. Those who think raising these issues is unpatriotic or constitute a distraction for the Buhari administration are clearly misinformed about what keeps a country united. For now, Nigeria is being held together by force. By force, if you say anything, they will invade you. IPOB says something, they invaded IPOB with Operation Python Dance. The Niger Deltas queried, They invaded them with Operation Crocodile Smile. Nigeria is being kept together by force. If you take a referendum today, which IPOB has been demanding, on the unity of Nigeria, most Nigerians will opt for a breakup, except the Hausa Fulani states. Of this I am certain. Why then do we deceive ourselves that all is well? Do a referendum, which IPOB has been calling, Nigeria will break. Restructuring was made the core program in the APC manifesto, if you recall, by those on a rescue mission to salvage Nigeria from collapse and breakup. It was a campaign issue. Buhari and the APC campaigned with these issues. Today, the president elected under the basis of restructuring has refused to touch this same restructuring. Rather, he has condemned those asking for restructuring so Nigeria can work and stay united. He accuses them as being enemies of the state. In the final analysis, the professor opined, I tell you, as a political scientist, Nigeria will sooner than later, enter into another phase of struggle for power at the center, particularly among its major ethnic groups. I don't see it surviving it. Nigeria seemed destined to fail as one entity, and the Fulani-centrics will carry its coffin with their great ulutus of regrets. This is Njenje Media channel, where we explore the truth behind the headlines. Subscribe to the channel. We will be bringing you much of this analysis. In finality, Njenje Media supports Professor Femi in saying Nigeria must restructure or divide. If Nigeria will divide, let Nigeria divide along ethnic lines. Let the Yorubas be on their own. Let the Hausas be. Let the Kanuris be. Let this eastern Nigeria be. That's the old Biafra. And let peace reign. This is Njenje Media channel once more. Remain blessed.